Yeah, we are. Okay, right, team, let's get this going so we've got to go home. How are we all doing? Welcome. Welcome to the Grove Pub. Let's give the Grove Pub a cheer. Let's give the Pub Run Club a cheer. And let's give FORDY Run a cheer. And also let's give Paper a cheer for finally turning up. So, if you're new around here, this is the Long Run Show on tour. We've decided that we're now officially on tour. That's good, isn't it?
I don't know.
And Admin's doing Speako's job, Hayden's doing Wilco's job, and what am I doing? I'm not really sure. Anyway, so tonight, for the next 30 minutes, we're going to talk about what we love about running, because it's Global Running Day. Let's give Global Running Day a cheer. And we have all just been, well, some of us have just been out to Smash 5K, so again, massive shout out to Chris and the team. We're going to come on to you in just a minute. This is an interactive performance this evening. So if you get asked a question and you don't respond, you won't get what's in Hayden's bag. And he's got some swag that we need to get rid of pronto.
Don't get too excited. I'll just we'll fight this up way too much.
There's a lot of gear in there, and we need to get shot of it, but we can't tell you why. But you may, when you see it, you may understand why we need to get rid of it. Anyway, so before we get started, I do want to ask a question. This is a serious question. Who in here pays for Strava? Oh dear. Right. Who had a hand up? Right, you first. Why do you pay for Strava?
Because I like the way it's made like a little picture going to a shoe.
£20
How much is it?
25.
25 for a picture? Okay, who else? Hang on. I can't. No, I've got absolute hero. Why do you pay for Strava?
I'm not even running at the moment, so I don't really know why. But initially, it's a beacon. So I can share the beacon.
What's the beacon?
So I can share where my location is as I'm running. I'm security.
Can't you get like an Apple thing?
I don't know.
Okay, don't know. Well, that's security. We don't mind paying for security. Who else pays for it?
One here.
Right, okay. Right, I'm tight. I told you, it's interactive. Why do you pay for it?
I'm going to use it for cycling.
Oh, biking, I've got no interest. No interest. Sorry, it's not for you. Right, there we go. Dazza, don't smile when I come. I ain't got my sunglasses on. Why? Oh, honestly. So now you got me thinking, right, the other day, because I was talking to somebody, and they're actually going through a spell where they're really struggling with their running. And one thing came up was that they kept sort of comparing themselves to other people on Strava, and they were looking at everything. It was actually, I think it was actually having a negative effect on what they were doing as a runner. And I told them to get off of it, because I actually think it's a bit of a curse in a way.
Yeah, what's that got to do with paying for it? It doesn't really make a difference.
No, wait, because she was paying for it. And I don't understand why you're paying for something that's going to upset you.
No, but even if she didn't pay for it, she's going to get upset. She's going to see her mate faster than her.
But you can get it for free. This is what I don't understand.
Yeah, that's a different topic.
So why would you, I don't get why people pay for Strava.
They've got too much money, like Darren.
Yes, no, you've got too much money. What's that? Yeah. So, it was, I don't know whether I'm going to continue on Strava or not. What do you think?
I think you will. I think you're hyping this up. No one in this world. I mean, is anyone in here who doesn't use Strava?
Yes. Oh, right. By the way, just for the record, we're not having to go to Strava tonight. That's because I thought about this, and this has got nothing to do with Go Run It. It was generally as my brain works. Tell us why you don't use Strava.
Why do I need to?
Yeah, it's true though, isn't it? Why do we need to use Strava?
Because we're obsessed at evaluating ourselves. We're obsessed with our performance. That's human nature.
We're obsessed with running, I think, and that's a good thing. Anyway, it was just a random question. I thought about it on the train. Sorry. Right, anyway, first of all, I want to get Chris up because
Before we get Chris up, there's some people here that won't realise we need to address the elephant in the room.
Right, let's bring the noise level down.
Sit down.
Everyone be quiet.
Right, can the real Chris Ford please stand up?
There's only one, isn't there? There's only one Chris.
People by the name of Chris Ford, and they're both starting running communities. I'm just unbelievable, honestly.
That's a good point. But I tell you, because it's Global Running Day, I thought I just want to spend a bit of time talking to you because I think the power of it sounds silly, but the power of running has brought all this together tonight, right? People have never met. Some people have come from other areas to come down. Admin's just drove around the corner in her old car that she hasn't replaced yet. But it's collectively brought people together tonight. So I want to hear from you. Hayley, give me your mic as well on your shot.
It's done already.
No, never. Because I want to hear from you what running has done for you, but also on a wider thing in terms of the community.
So obviously, if those who know how we started walking to the pub. My colleague who's Carl, who's a bit like Hayden, is quite
very short.
No, quite wealthy and in America.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say very short.
Yeah. So he likes running. I hate running, and I know you're not allowed to say that. But we started walking to the pub, and then obviously when we started walking to the pub, I got a little bit fitter. I could do a bit more than 100 yards, and we started to run. Stumbled across your page, being a fellow FORDY. I messaged you in 2023,
Right, okay.
which you replied, and I showed him the picture tonight. And we kind of just grown from there, really. Then we met Marissa, who's a friend of Keely's, that then got me in contact with you. And it's just grown and grown. And, you know, look, to have this many, I think we've got 5 run clubs in here tonight. So Chester and Unity.
Let's get on with that.
The Friendly Running Club. We've got a few I don't see here. Sutton Striders, Kingston Road Runners, FORDY Runners, and then obviously us. So it's great. About the run, where's about the run? Yeah.
But what do you bringing it all back to the cold hard point of lacing up, going out? What difference does it make to you?
Oh, it's changed me. Mental clarity. It's improved me in my job. Improved my social skills. Those of you who would know me know that I can be quite socially awkward, which is unusual for someone standing in front of a room with a microphone. So yeah, it's been huge for me. Got me out every Thursday. My wife, normally my daughter runs with me. She's 8 years old. My youngest son runs with me, so it's great.
Amazing,
yeah.
It's amazing. Give him a round of applause. I don't think you can underestimate the sort of the impact it has on everybody's lives. And not necessarily because I've said a conversation, even the non-running part of it. Like I joke about Strava, but even the non-running element, like if you're injured or for whatever reason you can't run, but you can still be involved in what's going on. I mean, it's just so amazing when you just bring it back. It's free, right? Oh. No,
ask anyone there if they think running's free.
No thanks. Have you been giving out the goodies, by the way?
No.
Right, I'm going to give out the first goodie. Yeah, don't
get excited.
Hide the bag.
Yeah, no,
hide the bag. Hide the bag. Right, who's going to tell? What was the question?
Do you think running is free?
It's free. Who's going to tell me first?
No.
Who said it?
For me, it's free. For my partner, it's not.
Don't show the brand. Right, who else is that? Who said? Who was it? What? Oh, you're in agreement. Oh, but I'll give you them anyway.
Sorry, is that Sarah Pointer?
Yeah, she said She says it's free.
She has every single solitary 41 running club.
She's like a follower.
She travels the world running.
Oh, yeah, actually, we should have asked you. Chris, let me go back. Chris, do you think it's free?
I've got no holiday.
He's got no money. He's got no money.
And it costs me any.
Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, I got this in my own. What's it going to go about one? Do you have this unbranded sauce? You'll all know why in a couple of weeks. Right, who else thinks it's free? That wasn't. I can't remember what you said. You said it was free or wasn't free.
No, you said run is free.
It is free.
You said it isn't free.
Right, okay, why?
You're going to have to buy the shoes,
Yeah.
the running shorts, and the watch.
Yeah.
And the races.
But
And
you-
going to the pub afterwards.
Well, I was going to say, you
and
don't.
the walks in the park and the coffee.
She's doing a lot for a pair of socks here, isn't she? Okay. Does anybody agree with me that it's free? Right, I see you. Yeah, but you can't just put your hand up because you want some of these very expensive non-branded socks that we're giving out that may not fit any of you. Imagine that. Right, I'm coming all the way back. Are you listening to this? I've spent hours planning this podcast. Can you still hear me, by the way? Yeah. Tell us.
It's free if it makes you feel free from every other stress in life, which is free.
Hayden, don't you make it that? It's not your there, son. No, yeah.
That's Campbell's last. Sorry, God.
It's well said. It's pretty good shame, isn't it? But I think I want to focus really on what running's done for people individually. So for you, right? I know you're very short and you've got all these things against you like that. And you wear makeup and all that stuff. But in general,
I definitely prefer this Chris Hall.
but no, on a serious point, on a personal level, what has running done for you?
First of all, it's brought me here. I'm sitting here talking to people that maybe 4 or 5 years ago, you were like, that I wouldn't have known. And I think it's just been able to brought me into this environment. If we was doing another sport, make it easy, say football. We'd all be on different levels and we all have this same sort of thing. You have your team of 11 or 12 and you all have the same ability, but then you've got another level of ability, another level. Whereas here tonight, there's probably people here that can run a sub 25k. There's probably people here that can't even do 5k yet. We're all still here. We're all still together. We're all still talking about the same things. We've got the same experience. And for me, that's why running brings everyone together over every other sport. It trumps every other sport. I'm not saying you don't need the ability to be a runner, but we can all be in the same field. We're going to do London Marathon. You're on the same course as Eliud Kipchoge. When are you ever going to go to the same football field as Harry Kane or something like that? You're not. Yeah. So for me, that's what running brings. Brings experiences, travelling the world. Been lucky enough to go everywhere, and that's because of running.
I just realised you've got a blue light, I've got a green light. Sorry, that's... And that could be really good or really bad. It probably is really bad. Yeah, that's true. Abby, who's joined us, give Abby around the world. It's a local Abby, I've decided. Running for you. Okay, that's all. She's too much Abby.
She's ridiculous.
Yeah.
What's the question again?
What's running meant to you?
Camaraderie.
Yeah.
Good. It's like mental, isn't it? It's like you get here and you go out. Is this on? I know, but that sounds really loud now. It's a lot like Hayden said. It's a sense of community. It's bringing people together, and it does so much for so many different things on a social aspect, on a mental well-being, on a physical well-being. Like, yeah, it's like an amazing thing, isn't it? And whilst it's not free.
It is free.
It can be. Callum said it's free. Yeah, okay, Callum said it's free, so we'll go with that. But, you know, you don't have to spend millions. And, you know, I moved, as everyone knows, and you still get to be with people and people show kindness, like, in different ways. So, yeah, really massive thing.
And that actually is a good point, because I think the clubs, like, you know, what Chris has done and what Hayden's doing with the club and that sort of that accessibility across the whole country makes a big difference to people.
I honestly think there's another sport like it. I really do. Look, just so we'll start up a netball league tomorrow.
Oh, I'm quite good at netball. I was playing netball with the garden with Daisy the other day. I destroyed her.
Not that you destroyed the net.
I was shouting at her.
I just feel as though that's a sport that we don't go off on different tangents. We'll have different levels in different leagues. But running's different. We're all together. We're all here, no matter what your ability, your pace. And for me, that's what running brings us together. And along with that comes a community because of that. So it's a really important thing for so many people. But a lot of people do other sports and do other things. Yeah. They encompass running within that. So yeah, it's just a really important.
Well, I wrote a list down, right? And we spoke about the first one, which I think. So I wrote down 5 reasons why running I think is popular in 2025. First one is accessibility and low cost. I think we've done that. Yeah.
To an extent. According to Cameron, very low cost.
Yeah, very low cost. Mental health benefits, right? I think that's probably the number one, I think, for a lot of people. I think with the world the way it is at the moment, it's just, you know, I mean, I don't want to go into it too much because it's depressing people. But
well, that's the thing. I bet there's people that come in tonight, they saw the rain, they had a crap day at work, you get it. Once you started, you got down to that road and you got on that river, you started running along, just forget about it.
You forget about it.
Ask them now what our favourite saying is.
Oh, hang on. I'm coming. And you're not getting free socks for this because any time they come to you.
She's not going to know what it is now.
No, wait.
Listen to her say.
You need to up in the well down.
There you go.
Music, did you get that? Get on now, John. It's true. I'll tell you what, I'm feeling generous. You can have some of these non-branded socks. that may not fit. Oh, don't look at the breath. We can't get shot off them. You'll all know why soon. Are we live from LA?
Live from LA.
You're all right, mate.
Carl, what does running mean from you?
Yeah, Carl, say it.
Do you know what? It means the world. Do you know that?
Can you hear him?
Can you hear it, Cole? Is that it? You
It
come
just
from
said it means the world. That's it.
away from LA and you say it means the world. That's a bit rubbish, mate.
It is a bit rubbish.
It's a great conversation, this as well.
Carl, the man of many words.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's nice what the weather's like. It's on.
So for those of you from 41 who don't know Carl runs with Chris. They both set up a pub run company. But he could be here tonight because he's
Let's give him a
flying
round.
rolls. What Carl?
So yeah, I think I go back. I think you've got the mental health benefits. You know, in terms of even just the social connection. Even if you're not running, you can still feel part of it. Still feel part of a community. That's overriding now more than anything. There's a tribe out there for you somewhere.
Yeah.
Now within running, which I think is really good. The other thing that I thought, which is so random, but he said it's flexible.
It's what? It's what?
It's flexible.
Flexible.
What do you think I said?
I don't know, but I thought you said something that might have related to dating within running.
No.
That's become big.
Yeah,
That's a
dating.
big part of running now.
Who's done dating and running? Anyone here?
Who's going to admit to dating and running?
Who's done? Because I did the did you see? I don't. You just know. But when I went through, there was that Tinder thing. Did you see that?
It was a whole big
There
influence.
was a massive thing. And anyone else did the hack you half? They had a big Tinder thing there, didn't they? What was that all about? Anyway, so flexibility. Does anyone know what I mean about flexibility? Anyone guess what I mean about flexibility with running? Oh, hang on, it had to be. He's on camera duty today. How are you going to film yourself talking to me?
I'm going to do this.
All right, awesome.
Basically, with fucking shoots, I get to go flexible. I can have a little run when I'm not at work. I can have a run when I am at work. Because that's a nice thing about my work.
It is true. Flexibility, the ability to be able to pick up your shoes and go for a run at any time. It doesn't matter if you're in LA training. Well, is he training? I think he's training that. But if you're in LA, whether you, I don't know, you drop your kids off at school and then you go for a run, or you drop them at Scouts and then you go for a run, something like that. The flexibility of running, I don't think anybody thinks about it. I genuinely don't think, but it's so powerful because if you're going to go and play football, you've got to go and turn up, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. But with running, you can literally take your trainers and go.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? And I think, again, that is so powerful that it's free and you're able just to lace up and do it. So I thought that was a weird one, but I thought it was a good one. The other one I wrote down, and this is the one I just wanted to spend the next 9 minutes on, is community. Now, as you probably know, anybody who listens to the podcast every week, I do get rather annoyed about the fact that everyone keeps using the word community, especially on social media when there's like ads being run and it's just pictures of presenters. You know what I mean? But it's about community.
Be careful.
I know. Admin's here. I've got to be very careful. But it's really true how important community is right now. I mean, as somebody yourself who basically runs the community, because I don't really do anything, what do you have you noticed most this year that has changed in terms of the community, the running community, within in general, really?
Definitely more social, more get together.
Yeah.
I think as people are running now, they're becoming more and more confident. I think confidence breeds sort of the next level. So whereas people are really anxious to come to that first run at Run Club, they come along, they do the first one, they're in the background, and they do the second, then the third, and they start talking. Then they come to the park. Then we arrange a race, a meet up. And more people are doing that. So that's building more and more communities. You've got that running community where people turn up, they do a run, they say bye and go home.
Yeah.
That is a running community.
Yeah.
I'm finding it's going to the next level now.
Well, it is, look.
Yeah, well, this is it. We've got different communities, different clubs coming together. 10 years ago, even now out there's clubs. They won't come tonight. No, we're not part of your club. We've got our own club. We've got our own thing. And you're finding more and more clubs like this, best clubs that are out there, they want to get together.
Chris, how many did you say clubs are here tonight? 6 clubs represented, which is brilliant, isn't it? That's a really, and that's I agree with you actually about how the shift's changed in terms of more the social element.
Yeah.
But this is why this is good. I'm going to go out and ask the viewers. Can I get rid of all of these? Just get them. I'm going to go get shot. We've got to get shot of this. Right, who's going to talk to me about what running community and running means to them? Look, it's worth it. I can't wear all these socks. And little Daisy's feet won't fit in these. Right. What does running community mean to you? Yeah, I'm picking on you. Have you wear socks? No, I'll still come to you.
Actually, just before you speak to Ide, can I just tell, I'll be really quick. It's one quick story I'll tell about Ide. 2 years ago today.
Oh, yes, Ide.
2 years ago today on Global Running Day, we done an event with Brooks in London in a store. You remember? We was all there.
Yeah, I was there.
Ide was there. She just turned up as a runner, not affiliated with any other clubs or anything else. And she started talking with us. She quite liked the vibe. We walked over London Bridge. We was all going to a pub. She was walking next to Louisa, and they started chatting. Louisa said, "You should." What's 40 runs, as everyone does. Even though it says 40 runs running club, everyone likes to say, what's 40 runs? It's a running club. And so as we was walking over, she started talking to Louisa, said, come and get involved. So she did after that. And in the last 2 years, I think everyone within the FORDY community, and they did, they would agree. She is on.
Let's get her around as well.
That's Global Running Day.
And to celebrate. But no, but what does it mean to you?
The running community, you know,
Yeah.
like
Just in general.
I think is a place where you can be yourself and where you can get
Just an influence. You're good at social media. Get free socks.
free friendships.
Yeah, I like it. Give her a round of applause. Right, we've got to get shot at it. Right, who else wants to talk to me? Right, I'm coming out the back. Look, this is good. If I drop any, you can't pick them up. Oh, hang on, I'm going over here first. Yeah, hang on, hold tight. I can't carry this. I need to. He's got the camera. Hey, what are you actually doing?
Just sitting there drinking.
Right, yeah, we know. Right, go.
So I think that the biggest thing kind of touched on by Hayden already is I think other clubs have got kind of too much of that athletic thing going on, whereas us, it's all about community, and community's at the heart of everything with it. And it's all about kind of looking out for each other and just meeting up and having a good time, making sure everyone.
Yeah, that's quite nice. I tell you what, I'll try. Definitely you. I was going. I gave them to you. I'm sorry. I was meant to do that. Oh, just take it. Right, let's go. Monica, back you.
For me, apart from obviously sense of community and friendship,
Friendship, yeah.
well, I joined on in January, but it's motivation for me. It's the biggest one.
Do you use Strava though?
I do, but it's free.
It's free. Hey, it's free. It's free.
It's free. Running is free.
Yeah. You get a pair of socks. Give her a round of applause.
Do you know, the ironic thing of all of it is we keep talking about how it affects us mental health, how great it is for the community. One of the most overriding things that people for years have done running keeps you fit as well.
Yeah, you can't
Even if you don't want to be involved in a community, you want to be by yourself, get out there and run. It keeps you fit and healthy.
What about you, Trouble?
What did you just say?
Okay. But I said, what do you think about this community business?
Okay, I'll tell you.
What's going on now?
I feel.
Yeah.
Okay. It keeps me young.
Keeps you young. You look young. What are you talking about?
This is coming from a great grandma who is in absolute fantastic shape. Look, she's a great grandma who runs marathons all the time.
Right, I'm Julie, I'm coming to you now. You can't hide. No one's safe. I'm coming to you, Lloyd, in a minute. I've got loads of socks. Right, Julia, talk to us about what running means to you and the community in a wider thing-ish.
Okay, well, I second what everybody else said about mental health. It definitely gives you some space to get away from what's going on in everyday life. And I got involved with FORDY runs because I wouldn't listen to my husband when he was trying to help me run better. And he then got you as my coach to help me get through the London Marathon.
Yeah.
And it worked. I got through the London Marathon. I've now done an ultra and I love it. And I'm just involved now with the Staines group.
There you go. Well, I know. Oh, so there you go.
I'm GRC. I'm with the Global.
Oh, she's one of them. There you go. Get some socks. Right, I'm coming. Hayden, I will come back, but there's a table here. Look.
Yep.
I need to get some more socks though. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. Can you all hear me if I come up here? Right. I've only got 2 pairs.
Callum.
Look at all these crisps. So they've got about 1 million bags of crisps up here. Right. I tell you what, with your 1 million bags of crisps, have some socks. Right, talk to me. Who wants to talk? You're shying away. Talk to me about running community.
Me?
Yeah, go.
I actually don't enjoy running,
Yeah.
but I meet most amazing friends and they get me outdoor to run, even though I don't enjoy it. And I love the social aspect.
There you go. Round of applause for not liking running. And there's more. I've got to give me the ball. What about you, Trouble? Because we had a nice conversation earlier, didn't we, about not running. Listen to it. So this is, again, the power of 40 runs, the power of running. Volunteering tonight, making sure you all got across the road safe. So, again, just emphasise what we were talking about. It's part of that, not being able to run, but still feeling part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, for me, this community is like therapy for me. You know, whenever I'm feeling down or go a bit quiet, people get in contact with me and make sure that I'm okay. And yeah, it's
Powerful, isn't it? It's a powerful. Round of applause. Right, I think you're all covered. Get some more crisps. You don't look like you've had enough. Right, I'm coming back. Right, you're standing here very quiet. No one gets away with this. It's interactive. But what we're doing, by the way, I should have told you all, this is a pilot for the National Running Show. Because they want us back. They missed us, apparently. So we're kind of doing a pilot tonight, but we may have another brand to be giving out. We can't talk about that. Right, talk to me about running community, what it means to you.
I think, echoing what everybody else has said, the only additional thing I'd say for me personally has been the knowledge that I've gained from other people. I started Couch to 5K less than a year ago and ran London this year. So gaining just every bit of knowledge that anyone could give me from all the experience that everybody's collectively got was so valuable.
Yeah, that's a really good thing. Give a round of applause. Really good. Is there anyone there? No, it's true. I don't think you. It's hard, isn't it? You don't even think about it, but when you just hear some of those stories, right? It's quite overwhelming, isn't it? Really, admin, do you need parasols? It's quite overwhelming when you hear about all these stories about how it positively impacts everybody.
Well, as you said, running, you've just gone from community to fitness to getting advice. The lady Laurie just speaking to there, not Couch to 5K. She's underplayed that. She's going Couch to Marathon, Couch to London Marathon. And things like that. They're sort of their aspirations and dreams that you think, do you think I could run a marathon? Of course you can. And she's gone out there and done it. And maybe that's with the help of community. That's what it's all about. It's having that dream, that thing. And honestly, it always sounds so corny and cheesy, but running, absolutely. If you've done a post today, running can change people's lives. And we've seen the stories. You see them all over the place.
Well, yeah, I've got the stories here tonight.
This is the thing. You can see the ridiculous stories and you think, I'm not sure about that. You know, there's commercial things attached to it. When you hear the real stories are really big. People in our community where they've lost partners and they've come together through that. And running has been that, that
cornerstone, that central thing that runs through your life. How you interact with it is entirely up to you. How it connects with you is entirely, whether you're volunteering, whether you're volunteering a park run, tail walking, or you're Couch to 5K if you've been injury. Is that one thing that you can focus on as a force for good?
And you can have a different target. Like you just said, your target might be this year, I want to go and smash out my 5K and run a 25-minute 5K. The target might be, I'm going to volunteer as much as possible this year. Or, do you know what, I'm going to walk around Bushy Park at that park next week. Everyone's target, everyone's limit is completely different. And that, when you get any sort of community and you get such a variance of different people's ideas and the different challenges they face, that's what makes community.
Yeah, it's quite, when you sit there, it's quite exhausting, isn't it?
You didn't even run.
I know, I'm quite tired sitting there listening to it. I think it's giving out the socks. How many have we got left, by the way? Right, so I've just been told we've got like 5 minutes. I just wanted, the last thing I really wanted to finish on tonight was really just to thank people, right? This is a great platform to thank people tonight, because when I started all this in 2017, I didn't think, to be honest with you, that we'd be doing any of this sort of stuff. I didn't think any of it would be what we've done. And it's quite weird sitting here today doing a podcast in a pub with 5 run groups with people I've never met. Six, sorry.
So guys, actually, you know what? I know you hate your button in, but I love it.
No, I quite like it.
Actually, you just
that's why you're Wilco. I'm going to call you Wilco.
That's why you picked us out just there. For you to be, people always don't realise, and everyone thinks he maybe exaggerates it, but honestly, he he won't care about me saying it. He won't be embarrassed about it. For him to be in a pub in a situation is not him. And I know you said about your ADHD and you suffer with things like this. And running, in a way, and these opportunities, you wouldn't have seen yourself doing this 7, 8 years ago. Absolutely not. No, it'd be the biggest nightmare.
That is true, yeah. If anybody didn't know, I'm neurodivergent, so I've got autism and ADHD, like knows what. And I never knew through all the years where I used to come into a pub, have a panic attack, I had to sit down, I couldn't do all the things. It stumped my career in the city because I wouldn't go out and entertain with clients or anything like that because I couldn't handle it. I then got to such a point where I was basically depressed. I wanted to kill myself. It got really, really bad. But then I got into running, and that basically then brought me back into the world. And through that journey of running and everything that it's brought me, I've broken down my own barriers to the fact of where I can sit here and do this, and where I can come into a bar, although I don't like it, I can do that. Even, I've had you laugh, even getting on the train to come here. It's like, I've been thinking about it all day. It's true. And you know what? I've been thinking about it the whole 7 English. I've had all the train times up, everything. It's brilliant. Welcome to Marble. But yeah, it's true. And again, I suppose that's the power, again, of running. And I think it doesn't necessarily have to be running. Yeah? It can be whatever you're into that breaks down those barriers for you. I do think running allows us, because it's free, to have that accessibility to go out and do it on your terms. Again, doesn't matter what ability you are, where you are on your running journey, what you're training for, whatever it is, going to train for anything, that does remove barriers. Park Run removes barriers. 40 Runs Running Club removes barriers. Your club removes barriers. It brings people together. It brings communities together. You find your tribe. You find your niche. You find your, what is he called? That's Mark's name. A cult. You find that, and again, that then brings down barriers for you, and then that will help you in your life outside of that. And that ultimately is why it is so awesome, really.
It's the consistency. It's knowing that you've got to do. This is why people love being in plans, training plans. They know each day what they've got to do. They like that consistency. And running is one thing that can bring that. And it's so good to have Global Running Day. We can be here and we'll celebrate.
There we go. So that's that. I think we're going to stop there. I think, again, I want to give a massive shout. Can we give a round of applause to the bar staff and all the... give a round of applause to Chris and all his team and all his guys. Massive love to Admin, Hayden and everybody else. Ads knows having a conference. Our volunteer who makes sure everybody... You're doing fine. That's important. And yeah, again, thanks everybody for coming. Thanks for turning up. Thanks for rocking it out as we always do. I think these things are pretty awesome. How many socks have you got? Oh, look, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of socks. Anyone want 5 pairs of socks? Here you go. We'll give it around. We'll see 5 pairs of socks. Just don't share the brand anywhere on social media. We'll be right trouble, that will. But yes, that's it, people. Again, this will go out Friday. If the audio comes out, it might be able to do it too. We can't put it out, whatever. If we don't, then I'm back live on the podcast on Monday because people will listen to this as a podcast. And then Friday, we're back live again. I can't keep up with what's going on. Thanks genuinely for coming tonight. We really do appreciate it. That's the end. Go to the bar, get absolutely what's it face, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you very much.
Yeah.